What do you need with a lizard?
I don't need the lizard.
How far is it to go get 20 crickets? You go get 20, is
like
20 crickets a day?
Yeah, the lizard eats 20 crickets a day, so we have to go once a week and buy 100 crickets and put them in the garage, feed them, you know, give them vitamins so she's fed. Then we have to hand water the dragon. It's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work that you, we'll come back to that. All right. This lizard is on my hit list. All right. If you're going to do things based on reality instead of guilt, whatever we're doing, if you're saying, I named my goal, I want to be financially stable, I want to calm down, you have to be willing to challenge everything. How much money are you spending a month on cars? I'll answer that. It's $889.54. $889.54. One of them gets $300 a month in gas, the other one $100 a month in gas, so you must not drive yours that much.
Right.
So that's $400. So you're spending $1,200 plus a month on cars. You know what? You can't afford that. You cannot afford that. You say, well, you got to spend money to make money. I got to have a car. You do need wheels to work because you got to deliver your product and that sort of thing. You people can't afford $289 worth of cars a month. And that's before you add tires and brakes and all of that. You got to be willing to do something that cuts that down directly. You're spending $150 a month on cable. On cable. You can't pay your bills and you're spending $159. You can get that on network. You don't need cable to get me. This is the only quality on television. Besides Oprah, you can get Oprah and me on network. You don't need cable. All right, so you don't need that. You've got 3 cats and 2 dogs. Is that right? One dog and 2 cats. 3 cats and 2 dogs.
2 cats, 3 dogs.
2 cats, 3 dogs, and a lizard.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, do you know that each pet averages $560 a year? No. $560 a year in vet bills, food. $560 times 5, that's $2,500 plus a year that you're talking about. $2,500 a year. You're spending $1,800 a year on cable. Add that up, we're now approaching $4,000, and you've got 5 credit cards with an average balance of $500 a piece on them, correct? All right. You can't afford that. That means you spent money you didn't have when you charged that up for $500. Now, Mom, tell me the kids have to have clothes.
The kids have to have clothes.
Yeah, that's your thought, right?
Yeah.
And you'd feel guilty if you didn't.
Right.
And you buy them brand names, don't you?
Yes, I do.
Like Tommy Hilfiger.
Yes.
And all of that sort of thing. Okay? You can buy the same stuff without the logos on them for half the price. But you're going and buying brand name clothes with money you don't have for kids who don't need them. Now add all of that up and you're spending $500 a month paying on those credit cards, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're now approaching $5,000 a year. And you say, well, that's just $5,000 a year. Divide it out. What difference would it make if you were putting $400 or $500 a month in savings right now?
A big difference.
Be a lot of difference.
It'd make a big difference, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Because by the end of the year, you'd have $4,000, $5,000, $6,000, which would quadruple what you have in savings right now if you combine your 401k and your savings account. You would be doubling, tripling, quadrupling what you have if you were willing to challenge and get rid of that stuff. So why don't you?
Well, we will now.
You don't think...
You didn't know
Good
how.
night. So I want to talk about this some more. All right. Cheerleading, football, date nights with children, date nights with children. We'll look at how overscheduling adds to financial strain and can hurt your family when we come back. Ask the hard questions. Do you have a story or a question for me? Click the link in the description and tell me what in the world is going on.